Have you ever imagined a baby first cry would look like? The movement in a band. Or maybe a Star Wars laser sword. Rainer Tottenham is a German artist. He can transform any sound in images. He said, ears are the only organ we have that never switch off. Ears never lie. In contrast to our eyes, that sometimes deceive us. The artist wanted to know how strong sound would look like. What is the secret behind a soprano's voice? So, he decided that he only can see that magic behind sound by transforming them into colorful images and colorful waves, colorful streets. The process begins with the recording of the sound with a high sensitive microphone. He waits until the right level, just to have the perfect image. At his office, a computer program helps him to transform the sound into images. Even the final image looks like they can be done in a computer. He never touched the image. He didn't modify anything. Every note, every noise is unique, like a fingerprint. Every color, rhythm, and light is determined by the sound, just by the sound. He never knows how the image will end. For example, if you are recording a voice, you have to be sure of the mode. I mean, a friendly voice is different. It's very different from an aggressive voice. A friendly voice at the end is an image with colorful waves, and the aggressive voice is an image with stripes. His pictures are popular in large companies. He has images of 3 meters long. For example, the lighting of a gas line. The pictures have a cost of 6,000 to 7,000 euros. You can find them in France, Cairo, and Dubai. With his most recent work, you can even hear the sound of the image. And now, here are some examples of his work. The heat of a wick. Buddhist monk laughing 4 times. Avalanche. The painful sound of a model. You know when the model was connected to the phone line? And this is his most famous work, the money flow. Every image, every sound, every rhythm, every light is unique. Would you listen more?
I forgot to tell you, when you applaud, I'm not saying she didn't deserve your applause, but when we applaud, make your applause meaningful, make your applause selective. You applaud your classmates because they're your classmates, and because you're going to be in the same place and you would like applause. But what I would like to hear, really, is the applause match the presentation. In other words, a really bad presentation should not be applauded, right? It sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. Applause is positive feedback. If the presentation is not good, it doesn't deserve positive feedback, right? And I'm not saying yours didn't, because it did. I'm just saying, I told the other group, but I forgot to tell you. What I would like to do is, we have the habit of applauding. Sometimes we applaud because we're happy. Yay, it's over. Sometimes we really enjoy the presentation and we applaud. We'd like to hear more, right? Make your applause selective. If you did not like the presentation, if you couldn't hear the central idea, if it wasn't well prepared, if it was way too short without the information, don't applaud. Okay? Because applause is positive feedback, and we want to give positive feedback when positive feedback is deserved. Got it? So hopefully we should hear it. Now, hopefully we won't hear a difference in the applause. Hopefully all of the presentations will deserve a very strong applause. Right? But if one of the presentations is not as good as it could have been, we should hear a difference in the applause. You understand? You got it? Okay? Make your applause selective. Don't just applaud because they're finished and it's your classmate. Okay? I know you're all terrified. You're like, what if nobody applauds me? And maybe you don't have to not applaud. Maybe you can just kind of, okay, you know? You're like, all right, they got up there and they did it, okay. But this would be something that you really enjoy. So you can even work with the strength, not applaud or not applaud, but applaud less. If it wasn't as good, applaud more. If it was good. You see what I mean? You're terrified now. If nobody applauds me. We have to play lottery today. We have to get lottery tickets. I'm going to get some other people. Okay. Natalia's not here. But if I choose somebody else, later on, I'm short evaluations. In other words, I ask people, can somebody do this instead of Natalia? But then if your name comes up, you do 3 instead of 2, and then you don't have enough evaluation sheets. So unfortunately, our next speaker, Frank, you're only going to get 1 evaluation from your classmates today. And this is the problem with not being here, because they say, I'm not presenting, you know, I'm going to do something else, I'm not going to go. But then you're 1 evaluation short, hopefully. But anyway. But the idea is that she's not here when it's her time to evaluate, so it's going to affect because she's only going to give maybe 1 evaluation. Hopefully 1 evaluation next class. If her name comes up again today, yeah, you know what I mean. And not her, she's not a bad student. She's not a bad student. And for some reason, she's not here today. But this is how we're going to do it, okay? So Elda, you're going to evaluate Frank. All right, Frank, when you're ready.